Tonight, I'm not yet sleepy, so let's eat Jell-O here with pineapple tidbits. So this is really good. So, how is everybody in the world tonight in the West? I know tonight in the East and afternoon or night in the West. And mega love shout out to all my members, my new subscribers who subscribe my channel. Hello, hello. And to all my viewers and my followers, hello. So thank you for for giving your time for me and some of your wonderful comment. I really appreciate that, guys. So I'll just wait for a few minutes and then I'm gonna do the Jell-O eating time. So this is one thing that I love Jell-O because you don't have to add sugar. It's already has sugar, so less sugar. So some of gelatin they have no sugar, so the Jell-O has sugar. So all you need to do just add fruits, canned fruits. And by the way, guys, tomorrow evening, that would be Sunday morning in your time. I know today is Sunday, right? So tomorrow I have live streaming on StreamYard with Simply Sharon, my co-host. So that would be Sunday morning in the West. Okay, so I hope you can able to join because that's I'm gonna uh, open panel for that. So we're gonna talk about marriage before you get married or what's the plan. So the subject is more onto the marriage thing or marriage life. And here that would be Monday 8 p.m. So that would be Sunday 7 or 6 p.m. Okay, so that's that's my live streaming, so with my co-host Simply Sharon. So for those know, and I'm sure that some people that subscribe on me and subscribe Sharon, already who she is, because just a few weeks ago she got married. So that's a good thing that what's difference between when you was single and you were married, and plan in the future, and what is your perspective in life once you married. So that's a good discussion. But for those wants to join, feel free. Okay, so that's open panel. But the thing is just just be nice. Okay, just be nice, show things that every opinion that it shows respect with each other, respect with other gender. And you cannot really address that all your opinion or your comment well, everyone on the live panel will agree on you. So you have to expect that some people will go on your side, some people don't. And I would like to thank to my for my donators, okay, especially on my PayPal. I did a live streaming this morning in my time. So I'm not, that's the thing, guys, that when it comes to, sending donation on my PayPal, I'm not really expect that. It's just like suddenly when I check my phone, oh, I saw the PayPal, PayPal, what do you call that, logo. So yeah, for for my generous donators, thank you so much, sir, for giving me that donation. Okay, so guys, are you ready to try? So this is strawberry flavor, guys. So I just mix with pineapple tidbits. And Jell-O had so many flavor. They have peach, orange, uh, blueberry, strawberry, cherry. But here, because I bought this in SNR, it's common peach, and sometimes it's rare to have strawberry. So once they have strawberry, I grab the opportunity to grab a lot of that. And they have also combination of banana and peach, or banana and strawberry. But most of the time, they always have peach and orange. Here. So this is for everyone. First bite for everyone. Mm. It's good. Actually, gelatin is good for the hair, okay? And good for the skin. So, eat a lot of gelatin or seaweeds, because gelatins, it's made of seaweed. Sometimes, they use, chicken feet. They boil it, because the chicken feet, it's high in collagen. I like the Jell-O because it's not too sweet. You don't have to add sugar, because it already has sugar. And they have also sugar free. So it's good with fruits. But guys, this is what I noticed. If you add fresh fruits, it's not really it will not form into this, because I tried that before. I add fresh mango, and it did not form into like this. So you have to add canned fruits, okay? Maybe because of the acidity, that it really disturb the Jell-O not to make into a solid or form into a solid. I try that. So just add canned fruits like peach, pineapple, or fruit cocktail. Especially for those men and women that their hair starts to thin, and it's more on, what do you call that, falling hair. Eat a lot of seaweeds. Tofu, tofu is made of soya beans. That's high in protein, at the same time high in collagen. Chicken feet. That's good. And this is one thing that, for those people that it's always, it's always um, always get upset. The best thing that you can eat, guys, is more onto fish, because fish oil is good for the heart. Not the oil from the steak, not the oil from the pork, oil from the fish. That's good for you because there's an omega-3. That's good for the heart. So once your heart is healthy, it's not easy for you to get upset. Okay, so that's good also. So this morning I show some, some of my vegetable that I bought in farmers market. Pick the vegetable or fruits that it's good for your health, especially for those older, like the age is like 50 up. So our body is starts to become sensitive, especially about the food that we eat. Sometimes you surprised that your blood sugar goes up and your blood pressure goes up because of the food that we eat. But I like the way of Japanese people, their diet. I like the way they prepare their food because always have protein, always have uh, vegetable, and they don't Japanese people, they don't eat much. They have different, they have different food, but the serving just small. Okay, so they just eat just right. Okay, just to fill up their stomach. But especially Filipino guys, we eat a lot. Okay, we don't stand on the table that we're not feel full. Okay, so I think that's the reason why this life of Japanese people, they 100 years old, 110. So that's and especially they have always they have on their table miso soup. Okay, that's good also because I try to have every time I eat soup, always have a warm in your body because like our body is full of calories. So if you're not vigilant when it comes to take your food and how many calories that you intake your body, that's the start that our cholesterol will go up. And sometimes you feel dizzy because too much of cholesterol, and of course the joint arthritis, or in Tagalog arthritis. Arthritis. You always say arthritis. I already experienced that, guys, because before I have frozen soul wait shoulder, frozen shoulder. Okay, the right side. It takes. I don't take any medication. I just do exercise. But David Escobar, hi David Escobar, arthritis. So I just, it takes long, the healing process. That's natural. I do exercise. Oh my God, guys, it's so painful. My goodness. And then last year, after that, my other, it's just suddenly, it suddenly came, my frozen shoulder, not soul, shoulder. So last year, I have that also in my left. But the first time that I experienced that frozen soul oh my god, shoulder last year, it's really painful, guys. I can't lift my hand. But this one, because I already learned how to manage that, I do exercise, but it's not really pain. Okay, so I do exercise, but now my on the left shoulder is no, there's a little pain, but I already uh, I do the exercise, so I don't really take any medication because I avoid that. Hi Brett, good morning. So sometimes our body, we can also heal ourselves without any prescription or what. All you have to do, just consider the food that you eat is your medicine and do some exercise. But the healing process, it takes long. Okay, but sometimes people use of uh, synthetic medication, so that's our body become independent. So if you cannot take that, your body will not uh, it's not easy for you to recover, because your body, it's independent of that drug. Okay, so, and if I'm not feeling well, like example, I have fever or colds, or my allergy attack, I don't really take any, unless that the pain, it's so I can't really sleep about the pain. But as much as I can tolerate the pain, I don't want to take medicine for that. And of course, if it's under the table medication, that's no for me, because I'm worried about my kidney. Okay, if you're not taking a drug that is not prescription by doctor, it's not safe also for your kidney. Oh, so good. Thank you for sharing my live streaming. Change your diet. Sometimes people, they do exercise, guys, but they're not aware of their diet. You just surprised, oh, that person always, every day go to the gym, always go work out, but their diet is not healthy. The exercise cannot help if you're not aware of the food that you eat. So now I appreciate my parents. When we were a kid, we eat natural food. We're not allowed to eat canned foods. The only canned foods that we eat that time is sardines. But we don't eat the sardines straightly. So we mix that with vegetable. So we're not allowed to drink. Well, we drink pop when I was my teenage, but we were in kid. We don't allow that coffee, pop, and then we're not allowed to eat noodles, instant noodles, guys. We don't. And then we're not, my parents not into the put seasoning on the food, like different types of seasoning, especially here in the Philippines. We have magic syrup. So we have, of course, we have vinegar. Our vinegar is not Our vinegar is organic. It's made of coconut wine. We call that tuba. That's, my parents don't buy that, the vinegar from the supermarket. They always bought the organic vinegar. It's made of coconut wine. And then soy sauce, Selber's one soy sauce. That's very famous here in the Philippines. And the salt. So we don't not we don't, well, that time there's no magic syrup. And then some herbs. We use herbs. That's the reason why most of Filipino living in the countryside, they always have dried fish, because the dried fish adds also flavor, especially when you cook vegetable. And with coconut milk, it really gives flavor, the vegetable that you cook with coconut milk, freshly squeezed coconut milk. So everything is, fresh. So I learned that. So I don't like to eat that time, the noodles. Oh my god. The only food that we eat, vegetable, fish, and sometimes beef, sometimes pork. But most of our diet is fish, vegetable that my mom plant in the backyard. So we have a huge land. So my mother, she loves to guard do gardening, like vegetable and flowers. So, and we eat organic vegetable because my mother, she used organic, everything is organic. So the flavor is different from the vegetable that you bought in the market, because they spray something there to look the vegetable fresh. Chicken is organic, vegetable is organic. And we're not used to it like here. I noticed that some kids here, their snack is like uh, cheeseburger, spaghetti, hot dogs. Oh, speaking of hot dog, we're not allowed to eat hot dog. We're not. So our snack is steamed sweet potato, steamed sweet corn, if it's season of corn, and then green banana. We call that saba, ripe and then green. And then our dipping sauce is, a fermented fish with lemon, or we call that calamansi. We squeeze that. So that's our dipping sauce. It's good. And I realize now that, and that's the time that, when I was a kid, I don't really go to the hospital. So we don't get sick, and we're very healthy. My mother has no problem. Imagine, guys, we're all 9 girls. So just, the age gap is just 2 years old. It's just like a ladder, okay? Like that. So we never get sick because of the food that my mom prepared for us. Now I realize that that's a good diet. Why we're not get sick? Because my mother is very aware of, feeding us the natural food. Now, here in Metro Manila, some of the family, and then, of course, for those less people, they just buy food like, canned foods. Because, here in the Philippines, canned foods, like, they have so many flavor. There's like tuna, there's caldereta flavor, Bicol Express, but that's made of tuna. And then adobo, so they don't need to cook. They just buy the canned foods, but still it tastes good, but it's still there's a preservative that, okay? Because everything here is the gas, the electric, everything is goes up. So they, instead of cooking that at home, they just bought that in the store and open it and feed to their children. But I never experienced that. Me, for the whole month, no pork, no beef, no chicken for the whole month, just only vegetable and fish. I'm good with that, of course, with rice. Rice is life here in the Philippines. But actually, here in Southeast Asia, Philippines not only a rice eater. There's a three countries here in Southeast Asia. Number one is Myanmar. Number two is China. Number three is Vietnam. Those countries that I mentioned in Southeast Asia, they eat more rice individually. They eat more rice than Filipino people. So that's can you can check that, guys, in Google. Which country in Southeast Asia that they eat more rice every day? That's the three countries that I mentioned. I try to eat rice because I just limit myself eat rice. So less rice, more vegetable or more meat. And I avoid drinking pop because pop is high in sugar. But here in the Philippines, guys, for those people wants to retire here, if you're not really picky when it comes to, oh, thank you for so if you're not picky when it comes to food, guys, if you want to retire here, yeah, you're good. You're good. Because I can see also some Filipino women married to Western people. Their husband is not picky. Also, some they eat also dried fish, but majority of Western people, they don't really like dried fish because that's a stinky fish. But some Western people, they eat. I saw some of the bloggers that married to a Western people, they eat that also. At first, you adjust the food here in the Philippines. Okay? The food here, if you're not familiar the taste, you don't really want to try. But that's my advice. Try it Don't be scared, especially if you're planning to move here for good. When you visit Philippines, don't hesitate, try, don't be scared. So if you cannot, if you don't like, then next, so that you will familiarize the taste. Like living in a outside Metro Manila, like in the countryside, is less, the cost of living is less. Especially you bought a land, and then your wife, she loves to gardening. It big helps instead of buying that in the market. We just wait for a few months and you can harvest that as your food. Actually, most of Filipina, they have a garden in their backyard. When they go to States or Europe, check it out, guys. Most of Filipina that they have a garden in the backyard. They love to do gardening on that. But some Filipina, rich Filipina, they don't do that. Of course, it will ruin their nails digging the plants or remove the grass. But me, I love to do that. Especially, guys, when you look at your plant that, yeah, this is wood. Disposable. I avoid using plastic spoon or what, because there's a lead content. So this one is wooden spoon. So I can throw it this away. Yeah, that's one thing that this is what I noticed. American people, they love to use uh, fork and knife. For Filipino, fork and spoon. So we don't need to use the knife because the spoon is our knife. We can use this spoon as a knife. Except that if you have steak, so that's the time that we can use, even though, in a party, no, we use, spoon as our knife. But usually, in the countryside, Filipino use their hand. So that's one thing that, once, Western people, like, particularly American, when it comes to that, and, your parents, when you pick the food using your hand, they just tap your hand because it shows that no manners. But for us, we use our hand, just wash our hands and use like that. And I sometimes I do that. So I can use chopstick, I can use spoon and fork, I can use my hand. When I saw some American, because I understand that, they use of, fork and knife. When they use spoon, it really looks so lousy. Time moves so fast, my goodness. Actually, this afternoon, I had a good nap. Okay. And then around 4 o'clock, I get up and prepare for those. Because I did not fix, the vegetable that I bought in farmer's market. I just put it in the countertop. I don't know. It's just like I'm lazy to fix that. I have to clean it and, put it in the Ziploc so that I don't put some vegetable on the paper bag because it's gonna be dry. All the juice, the paper bag will absorb that. So avoid that, guys. If it's, that's good for meat, okay, you put the paper bag or wax paper and then put it in a ziploc so that like steak, so when you cook the steak you don't need to wipe with paper towel because it's already dry for that. So you have to organize that. If you have a container for that, wrap your meat with paper, wax paper, so that the water will absorb. But when it comes to vegetable, no, it's not good. It's gonna be dry, so I don't like that. So I put it in a soft plastic and then tied it so that when you put it in the refrigerator, the plastic create moisture, so that's it helps that the vegetable will last long. It's not dry, it still look fresh. So avoid put vegetable on a paper bag or wax paper because it's gonna be dry. So that's the thing that I learned because I experienced. So when I found out, just 2 days, guys, 2 days, once you put it in a paper bag like your cabbage or your like your lettuce, it gonna dry. Okay, it gonna dry. And then your tomato, it gonna be wrinkled. The big tomato that you because I love to make BLT. So I bought the romaine tomato, the big one, because just one slice that's good for one BLT. And I tried to put it in the paper bag. Oh my goodness, it's just like it's just like what you call that, wrinkled. And you don't really like, because the juice, it suck on the paper bag. So I'm done with my Jell-O. Sometimes I don't eat dessert because it's this, well, Jell-O. We both like Jell-O. And fruits. Usually I always have on my, orange and apple. Jessie? Where are you from, Jessie? because if you want, if you want to last your vegetable or fruits for 1 week, 7 days, or 10 days, put it in a ziploc or soft cellophane. It will last, but don't put it in a paper bag, because just only, especially vegetable will last for 2 days, and you can see that, your vegetable, it starts to dry. I tested and proven that, guys. But put it in a ziploc, let it, don't wash it, don't wash it, just put it inside a ziploc, because like I said, that the plastic will create moisture. That's It helps your vegetable will still fresh, but don't wash it, especially especially, guys, the iceberg lettuce. Don't wash it. Just wash it when you need, or you need to use. Don't wash it, because the vegetable like cabbage, it's already clean. They already clean that before they bring to the farmers market, so you don't have to wash that. Because sometimes, the water also start your vegetable rotten, especially tomato, guys. Tomato, it's easy to rotten. All you have to do, just wipe it and put it in the ziploc, not in the paper bag, because I mentioned that it's gonna be wrinkled. I'm from USA. What state are you from, Jessie? Hold on, guys, let me get some water. Hold on. Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Thank you for, for answering that. And guys, for those people watching right now, best thing that you have to stock, choose in your cabinet or your pantry, apple juice. Wisconsin, is that in Minnesota? So always have that, especially take a look the ingredients first, because most of apple juice, guys, just only ascorbic acid, but you have to look at it also. There's ascorbic acid or malic acid, because especially now that sometimes, like I said, that Wisconsin is to the right of Minnesota. Okay. So sometimes we cannot control our mouth to eat, fatty food. And sometimes we over uh, take some fatty food. Of course, like, steak, guys, especially the steak has fat. Oh my god, it's so yummy, it's so good. Okay, some people, they love the fat from the steak. Okay, so the best thing that you can, instead of red wine, drink apple juice with malic acid, because the malic acid, it helps to melt the grease that we intake in our body, so that sometimes our gallbladder, if it's too much of fatty food that we have in our body, our gallbladder starts to, the operation starts to slow, to help our gallbladder, to melt that fats that we intake in our body. Drink apple juice with malic acid, because the malic acid, it helps to grease or fat to dilute or to melt, so that we can we can pee that, or uh, we can shit shit, we can shit that, okay? So because that's the problem, because some people, they have a gallbladder stone. It's not literal stone, guys. That the stone that in our gallbladder, that's a fat that our gallstone cannot melt. So it becomes hard and hard and hard. It ends up like a stone. So that's the fat that our gallbladder cannot process, that cannot melt. So by drinking malic acid, it helps. Because the reason why we create gallstone in our gallbladder, because of the fatty food, greasy food. What are those food that, greasy and fatty, like too much of mayonnaise, too much butter, dairy product, guys, dairy product. Like I mentioned that, the steak. Of course, I tried that, the fats from the Angus prime steak. It's good, guys. It's good. I can't blame everyone if they like that, the fats from the steak, because I try that. It's so good. So if you eat that, then drink apple juice. It helps. Tested and proven, guys. I saw you on Darren's live, and that's how I know of you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Jessie. Yeah, because um yesterday I went to Darren live streaming, because Sean is there. So part of my live, that I mentioned, that I read the three countries that I love to visit in Europe is number one, Germany, and number two, Switzerland and Italy. But the reason why I like to go to Germany, because of the history about Adolf Hitler and the Jewish people. Because I really want to talk for those people, older people, so that it makes me and then Sean invite me to go to Darren's live stream. But it was so nice. And I really appreciate you come here and visit my show. Actually, tomorrow, don't forget, Jessie, tomorrow, that would be Sunday morning in your time. So I have live streaming on StreamYard. So I gave chance to everyone to join on my panel. Okay, so, and of course with my co-host Sharon, Simply Sharon. She's a Filipino blogger also. So yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like and share my stream to everyone. I really appreciate that, guys. So that's the thing that I learned, that. But sometimes, guys, when it comes to food, you have to control yourself, because once you cannot control, oh my God, you gain weight and you create illness. But sometimes it happened also that I'm the one who broke the diet rules. I don't let myself, but sometimes I did. Joe Lothian, is that you? If that's you, yes, I always remember you, Joe. No, 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 don't. No, I'm not angry at you. So I'm glad you visit my channel. Okay. So welcome to my channel. No, I'm not angry at you. Actually, the reason why, Joe, that I'm not really into that, I don't really put some grudge because I have cousin, I have cousin. That's my first degree cousin because his dad and my dad, they're brothers, okay? So he has also same that on you. So I'm not, I have, my patient is very, very long for that. Because I have a cousin also that same as you. So yes, guys, don't forget, guys, I will invite you, to come and yeah, I just surprised that, you suddenly, did not visit my show. And I already explained that to you to Tipiche that no, I'm not mad or angry at you. So don't forget, guys, tomorrow visit if you have a spare time. I really appreciate, and you're very welcome, to go on my show, share your opinion about the subject that we gonna discuss. So how are you? How are you, Joe? How is your day? And what else? That's the thing that that's the thing that I well recommend, guys. Drink apple juice with malic acid. That's very very healthy to us. It doesn't really matter for your babies, for your children, for your brother, sister. That's good. Don't buy apple juice drinks, okay? Because it's not pure apple juice. Buy apple juice. Oh, just relax, just drink your favorite drink, grab some of those favorite cookies and relax while watching on my show. I really appreciate that, okay? Is eating apples the same as apple juice with acid? No, it's not. But it's just like the apple juice that we drink. They what do you call that? They improve the quality of acid that it really it really helps for our body because like example you need there's a certain amount of acid that in one apple. I think that's just a little amount of acid that you can ascorbic acid that you can get that. But some they just add that in apple juice so that you have the right dosage of ascorbic acid once you drink that than the fresh one. Because like when you just the equivalent of 3 cups of 3 cups of white sugar, guys. I know 1 cup of white rice a person consume, you will get like 7 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so for those diabetic, don't eat white rice because your blood sugar will goes up. Okay, so that's the equivalent when you eat 1 cup of steamed rice white. Okay, so because there's a sugar, so if you're gonna measure that 7 tablespoon of raw sugar, the equivalent if you eat 1 cup of white sugar, white rice. I'm currently drinking ice cold water, really refresh. Oh, that's good. So, and well, best thing that well, the what do you call that? The green apple? I forgot. That's more on ascorbic acid, more on vitamin C, because more it's to a sour taste than the best apple, Washington apple, because it's sweet. Um, yes. So that's why, for those diabetic people, they avoid to eat white rice. So it's good for them, to eat brown rice because brown rice is less sugar and high in fiber. So high in fiber, fiber that's good for us. But you know what, guys? Before I was, I tried to eat, brown rice, but I don't really like because, it's high in fiber, guys. Something that's when you chew something, the seeds of the rice, something rough because of the fiber for that, for that kind of rice. I don't, but that's good for, diabetic or because here in the Philippines, guys, we have so many variety and types of rice. Okay, we have sticky rice, so three types of sticky rice: white sticky rice, purple sticky rice, and sticky red sticky rice. But the regular rice that we cook every day that we eat, it's not sticky, guys. So the sticky rice, we just only use that to make dessert for that. Okay, like rice cake or different, different. I cannot really translate that, the rice, the sticky rice into the English. That's the only the rice cake. Okay, but for regular rice, we have, oh my God, white rice, brown rice, red rice, black rice, um, white of course, and they have different variety. So when it comes to white rice, guys, we have so many varieties. The varieties that the rice I love to eat is dinorado. Dinorado is just like long green, soft, very aromatic. So the price of that dinorado here, it goes up because rice here is, the price of rice here in the Philippines goes up. It's just like 68 pesos. It's just like 101.50. Okay, that's the equivalent per kilo here. So I like that. So soft. You eat rice, Joe? You like to eat rice? Have you tried rice? Have you eat rice? So that's one thing, guys, that sometimes my diet, I broke the rules of diet, especially, that's, one of the, the dinorado, one of the special rice here in the Philippines. But, some, you just like regular rice, they have, like jasmine rice, sinanduming. There's so many kind of rice that we have here. But the best rice that I love is, dinorado. And we have also Japanese rice, but I don't like Japanese rice. Okay, that's good only for, making a sushi or maki. That's, Japanese rice is good, but if you're gonna eat that every day, oh, oh, no good. It's just like, just like a sticky rice. But, in Thailand, they love to eat steam sticky rice, because, especially when they make their papaya salad, and then, the sauce, they just make the sticky rice into balls and dipping on the papaya salad sauce, and then eat. Yes, I eat rice all the time, but I disagree about white rice. I think white rice is actually good for you. Okay. That's, well, here we have so many types of white rice, Joe. So that's the reason why, guys, that, we avoid that, because, the three, well, it's, diabetes, it's very, it's very common for, for people here in the Philippines, diabetes, guys. And that's, that's the thing that, once the doctor, if you're diagnosed, with type 1 or type 2 diabetes, you avoid eating rice, because the white rice is high in sugar. You eat rice also, Brett? I like rice with, of course, with with adobo sauce. Oh my God, it's so good. So what you partner with your steam rice, Joe? Wait, let me check on Google about white rice. Can be a pretty sure white rice is good for you. Okay, I really appreciate if you're gonna look that on Google. Just let us know what you found out about white rice. So rice is life here in the Philippines. So that's, that's the funny thing that, somebody will, okay, for women, that there's there's a Western man try to escort, or, serenade the Filipina, which one she prefer to uh, get a, a bouquet of flower or a sack of rice. So most of Filipino, they prefer sack of rice. Flour, it's gonna be, it's gonna be um dry and just a few days. But you know what? Makes sense. That's very, that's very practical, practical decision. So for Western men, give your Filipino girlfriend sack of rice, and much better if you're gonna partner with 1 kilo pork and or 1 kilo of chicken or the whole chicken. She can cook that chicken adobo or pork adobo with the steamed rice. You eat together with her and her family. That's so sweet. So what did you found out, Joe? Okay, send it to me. Or send it to my, my Facebook. I'm a messenger. Okay, here's my messenger. Messenger name. That's my messenger name, Joe. You can send it the link. So here in the Philippines, no air condition in your house, you really sweat. But the thing is, when you use electric fan, when you woke up in the morning, you have a body ache, body pain. So I avoid that also, that especially the electric fan is, go straight on your, the electric fan is focused on you. When you get up in the morning, you have a body ache. So guys, I won't stay long. I already reached the 1 hour. So for those come on, comment on my live streaming. Uh, Brett, thank you so much, bro. And Jesse, thank you so much for coming here. I hope I can see you tomorrow in my live streaming on my StreamYard. So it's not this late, so that would be 8 p.m. East time. And of course, Joe, thank you for coming back on my show. Okay, so thank you so much. So I will say good night because it's time for me to also to Sleeping Beauty. So thank you so much, Joe. So have a good day to everyone and see you tomorrow. Bye.